Hey everybody, welcome back to Winnemac Attack Hockey, where today we are going to talk about our teams of the week from the National Hockey League. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dom DeBomb, and I am joined by Jake the Snake Armstrong and Matt the Brat Cleveland. Please be sure to consider subscribing for more National Hockey League content and some of our street hockey content. Let's get into the video. All right, Jake, let's come over to you first. Who do you think deserves the Team of the Week honors and why?
So my team of the week is entering the week and I guess ending the week on a 6-game winning streak. This team has taken a complete 180. No one would have seen this coming 2 weeks ago. It's the Vancouver Canucks. They went 3-0 this week. They started out with a 2-1 win versus the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes are a good team, so a 2-1 win is huge. Next, they beat the Blue Jackets 4-3, and then they ended the week beating the Sharks 5-2. And it's that 5-2 win that I really like to see, because you can win a game by 1 goal, and yes, you won, it's great, get that 2 points. But if you want to prove that you're a team that deserves a winning streak and deserves to be fighting for a playoff spot, I want to see those big wins. So at the end of the week, they outscored their opponents 11-6. And unfortunately, I don't watch a whole lot of Canucks games, I'll admit it. But we do have a Canucks fan in our crew. So let's send it over to Vander and see what he thinks about their change in play.
Yeah, it's definitely been a change in play for sure. A complete 180 from getting touchdown score on us in Colorado to beating teams handedly. The new coaching change has been one that's been needed for a while, especially with the GM as well. And the team is playing with this new passion, this new fire, like they weren't seeing under Green and Benning. They've gone from trying to do these fancy dekes and passes to just shooting the puck, which is what scores them goals. That's been good to see. The defensive change-up in lines has been a detrimental part as well. And our power play, our penalty kill was a complete killer for us. We would go on the power play 5 times in a game and give up 2 goals. You know, that's not what most power plays are about. So Bruce has been able to come in and change around the team completely. The penalty kill is so much better now. I don't feel like we're going to give up 4 goals every night just on penalty kills alone. Our team can kill them and power plays as well. We're scoring, which is really new and really good for the team. And the line changes are good. Podkolzin is getting good minutes with Petey, which is what we need. The other part I want to see in that is I want to see Besser on that line. I think that'll be a really good scoring line. But other than that, it's been fun watching.
All right, thank you, Vander, for the input. We definitely appreciate that since you are the diehard Vancouver fan and can offer some more insight there. So with that, Matt, let's come over to you. What do you think of the Canucks real quick, and then who is your team of the week?
Well, I think the Canucks has really had a bounce back, and it's good to see them really competing because we saw them at the beginning of the season really drop down the standings all the way down to the bottom of the Western Conference. So for them to fight their way back up and be where we wanted them to be, and they're still clawing their way back up, still a little behind that wild card spot, but it's good to see because we thought we'd be seeing them in the 2nd or the 3rd place in the Pacific. So I think if they keep going on this trajectory, which it looks like they are, they're going to continue this and they're going to be fighting their way through. So it's good to see that. Anyway, I'm sticking in the Pacific with my pick, and I'm going with the Vegas Golden Knights, the team that just tied with the Ducks for the first spot in the Pacific with their week. They went 4-0 this week, including a win over the Wild here in the Western Conference, and then they jumped over to the Eastern Conference and knocked off 3 teams in the Bruins, the Devils, and the Rangers. So 3 impressive wins on the other side of the conference, and that win, like I said, jumped them out from tied for the 2nd spot all the way up to 1st in the Pacific, and it's really been big for them. A lot of people are just like we were talking about with the Canucks. We're like, what's going on with the Golden Knights? And I think it really had to do with a lot of injuries early on in the season, but as they've kind of got their guys back and are kind of grinding their way back. They've been able to really build this and really make a push back up to where we knew they would be, and that's first in the Pacific. And with this, they move on, and they've won 6 of the last 7 games. So an impressive run for them, and an impressive week.
Absolutely. Matt, I love the fact that you bring up Vegas because they are also my team of the week. I was going through looking at their recent games and going 4-0 in this week is impressive enough, but against the teams like you mentioned, Minnesota, Boston, the Rangers, the Devils are not a team to sleep on either. These are solid teams that Vegas goes in and plays just really well on all sides, so, offensively, defensively, and the goaltending was really good as well. So Vegas is cooking right now. Jake, thoughts on Vegas?
So let me be the pessimistic one here. Vegas is a great team, and injuries really it really screwed them up early on. And now I think they're getting some of those guys back. They're turning it around. They're where they should be. But it's great that they went 4-0 in a random week in December. But I'm thinking big picture here, right? Last year, Vegas is a favorite in the playoffs, and I think they got eliminated by the Canadiens on that miracle run. So I want to see Vegas perform when they have injuries, and I want to see them beat that adversity. And I don't think we've seen that yet. But for this week, I can't complain. Great week for Vegas.
I think you bring up a good point, though. Vegas has a good team, but the great teams stand out when they face that adversity. So that's something that we'll have to look out for the rest of the season, especially with the COVID-19 protocols causing a lot of commotion around the league right now. So with that, those are our teams of the week. Matt and I have the Vegas Golden Knights, and Jake had the Vancouver Canucks. So we were very happy with the Pacific Division this week. So let us know who you think stood out to you in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on Winnemac Hockey.